All right, everybody, welcome back. So we are continuing to talk about script elements and formatting today. And I want to jump into talking to you a little bit and reminding you about thinking visually for your script. And then I'm going to go over some of your assignments from this week and also your assignment from Sunday. So this is talking about thinking visually. Now, when you write anything, you have to think about how it's going to be interpreted by your reader. But in the case in our class, as we've talked about, we have so many different layers of people that are going to be interpreting our work. But the final and most important layer is our audience that sees what we've created. So your writing is special because it's going to be seen and not read in its end form. So you really have to think about exactly what you're writing and how that's going to be interpreted by the person or people who make that come to life on screen. So I love this Alfred Hitchcock quote. So to make a great film, you need three things: the script, the script, and the script. So a director basically can only do so much if the writing is poor. So if you are making your writing excellent and imagery filled and being very specific about what you want to be seen, then there's no choice but to make a great film. All right, so I'm going to recap your assignments that are due, give you some next steps, and then we're going to finish up by I'm going to show another demo of Writerduet. So today, this is Tuesday, you have a quiz due over the lecture I posted yesterday. So I showed you how to get into Writerduet. I showed you the first part of formatting. So we talked about slugline, aka scene heading. We talked about action, which is the same thing as kind of like what stage directions would be. And we talked about dialogue and character. So I'm going to recap that today and then go over some additional things like the cut tos and how to kind of transition from spots. So that's due today. So please watch that lecture and make sure you're doing that. That's just individual. Now, last Sunday, you had a partner pitch due, and it was really you're typing in your own ideas for your logline and for your own movie. And that was due on Sunday. And you were supposed to pitch that to a partner and they were going to write down if they funded you, and you had to write down if you funded them. So I still have several people who have not turned that in. You guys, if you are struggling with that or you don't know what to do, please reach out to me. Okay, so assuming you did that pitch presentation, so review the feedback you received. Did your partner know the three biggies in your logline? So that was the character, the desire, and the resistance. So if there was confusion, definitely go back and tweak that so that there's no confusion. Because if you've got a logline that's confusing, if these elements are uncertain, you're not going to have a good story. Okay, I want to go back and recap this. So these were our slides that I have posted on Google Classroom. They're already there. They're attached to the assignment that's due today. So feel free to go back and review that if you need to. So we talked about scene headings, and that was the one that starts with interior or exterior, and they have a location, and then they have the time of day. So those are the three things that a scene heading always has, aka a slugline. Then we have action, so known as business or description. It describes in the most visual way what happens. So that's where we have basically like stage directions. You're setting the scene. You're showing us what is going on in the room that the characters are in or in the space that they're in. And sometimes the action actually is longer than the dialogue itself, and that's okay. So we did all this yesterday. Okay, we talked about the character names and that they're in all caps. We talked about how to write for a voiceover. Okay, we didn't talk about this, but if you have two characters speaking the same thing at the same time, you would just put both of their names. And then if you needed the characters to say something different at the same time, it looks like this, dual dialogue. So that's the same as a play. We had Eurydice and Orpheus in Eurydice when we read that. They had dual dialogue at the end after the climax where he looks back at her. They have that dual dialogue. Okay, transitions indicate that we are moving to the next scene or shot. So the transitions themselves are when it says like fade to black, cut to, fade out. Those are all examples of transition. So a similar thing in your play was if you put, curtain down, lights down. Obviously, you wouldn't use the curtain vocabulary because there's no curtain in a screenplay, but it serves the same purpose. So it says, now that you know what they look like, don't use them. Why not? You don't need them. It's obvious you're moving to the next scene. Now, I don't necessarily agree completely with that advice, and I do think that it is okay to use it sparingly, okay? So let's look and see how you would actually use that sparingly. I'm going to show you Writerduet. So all I've done is go to writerduet.com and logged in, and then it has my screenplay already saved. So you don't need to go back and save it. It's sort of like just like a Google Doc where it saves what you've done automatically. Okay, so here I am. Here's my scene or my scene heading or my slug line. I have interior, kitchen, day. This is my action. So Valerie stands at the kitchen counter. Light beam falls on coffee cup. And again, sentences don't have to be complete. They can be brief, okay? You don't have to worry so much about that kind of grammar. Maisie looks longingly at food bowl. Maisie, voiceover. Mommy, are you planning on feeding me today? Valerie, oh gosh, so sorry, Maisie. I didn't see you there. Okay, what happens next when I enter down is probably going to automatically assume I need dialogue. It's not. It's assuming that I need action. So sure, why not? I'll put some action there. Now you don't have to, but it kind of tries to predict what you're gonna do. So I'll put moves to the glass bowl of dog food on the counter. She heaps food into the scoop, rushes to fill Maisie's bowl. Okay, now it's assuming more action, but I don't want action. I want more dialogue. So again, you can tab or you can click character. Oh, and it assumes Maisie, sure. And remember, Maisie is voiceover because she's a dog. So I'm going to put yum, thanks so much. I'm starving. Okay, now it's assuming more action, but I don't want that. Oh, and look, it assumes I'm going to speak next. Okay, and then it would assume more action. Now, let's say I want to end the scene there. You can click transition, and it's going to automatically put the cursor over here. And if I start putting a C, okay, it's going to give you some options. Cut to. And then it's going to ask for exterior, interior again. So exterior, front yard. And I'm going to put moments later. Okay, so again, it gives you options, but you can put what you want there. Okay, I hope that this has given you a little bit more to go on for this. Now, what I want you to do for your assignment is to please try to get 2 pages of dialogue done. Now, as far as in your screenplay, that's not going to probably include your inciting incident yet. We're thinking about a 15-page screenplay. So 10 more pages, or excuse me, 5 more pages in your play. So a total of 15 pages. That means your inciting incident needs to come somewhere between page 3 and page 4. Probably page 3. So your first 2 pages are just setting up the scene, giving us some characters. There's no character page or anything that happens in a screenplay. So that's different than a play. But I want you guys to just attempt 2 pages. Make sure that you've got scene heading, at least one scene heading. Make sure you've got action. Make sure that you've got dialogue. All right, you guys. I hope that that helps. If you don't have this tool menu, you can click again this little keyboard here. So if your screen looks like this and you just have this side menu, you can get to those tools by clicking this. And this is like really all the stuff you need. Like really just these three and dialogue. Those are the main ones. All right, I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you in the next one.